Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok, Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow my business page at Brishari, y'all. So it sounds real like echoey. That's because everything is gone. But anyway, bear with me. But anyway, let's get into this story. So y'all remember my last Subbie Sunday, I did mention that I forgot to add the clips. Y'all, why I had the clips in my camera and I was freeing up space and I deleted it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and reread it. It was only like 2 stories and they was good, so I'm gonna reread them. So this one is titled Drag This Ninja Out the Club. Y'all, I already read it before last time and it's funny, so let's read it again. So it says, hey girl, just want to start off by saying I absolutely love your channel. You helped me so much. Now on to the story. We're going to call this ninja Watto because he loved to wear this motherfucking striped sweater whenever he was out about to do some F shit. Now, Watto and I have been talking for a while, and he was forever embarrassing me, which was crazy as hell because it was a very known thing that me and Watto were together. Like, cover photo on Facebook together, post and tag me on Snap every day, just embarrassing. One weekend, Watto told me that he was going to the club with his cousin. This shouldn't be a problem, but this cousin was fucking dumb. He just got out of doing a bid, and he was all worried about, and the only thing he was worried about was Kitty Cat, and wanted Watto to be his wingman. All bad, I already know. I decided I wasn't going to be crazy for once and just trust that he was just going to have a good time with his cousin since he hasn't seen him in a while. What could go wrong? Well, fast forward to the weekend. He's out in my car at that, and I'm just at home chilling thinking everything is well. I guess I ended up falling asleep because I was woken up by my phone going the fuck off. It's my coworker. She's asking me if me and Watto are still together because she currently has eyes on him and he's dancing with a bitch at the club. Girl, you know my heart jumped out of my chest. She says she tried to say hi to him and he looked at her like he saw a ghost and tried to act like he didn't know her. I called my best friend and told her I needed her to pick me up and take me to the club right now. No questions asked. Of course, my girl was on the way. Once I got in the car, I told her the whole story and started breaking shit down, how I was about to go about it. It was about 1:30 a.m. and when we got... It was about 1:30 a.m. when she got me, and the club closed at 2, so we needed to act fast. Fast forward, we get to the club, and at this point, they're not letting people in since the club was about to close. The good thing, though, was that this club was outside club, so I could see the entire club from outside the gate. We're standing by the exit, searching. She's like, where's Watto? Do you see him? Boom. Right then, I see the motherfucker, I see that motherfucking striped sweater that I hate. Not just that, I see him and his cousins talking to some bitches, looking like he's trying to spit mad game. At this point, all I see is red. They were some of the last people to leave from the club, and they had the nerve to be damn near hand in hand walking out with these girls. I'm watching all this shit go down, but neither Watto or his cousin noticed me until they almost accidentally walked into me leaving out the fucking club. Cousin had the nerve to say, "What's up, cuz?" to me, as if I didn't just see what I saw. Girl, I was hot. I told him he better take those bitches and get the fuck from out of my face before I start misdirecting my anger. As for Watto, I yoked him up by the collar of that fucking sweater and dragged him to the alleyway where my best friend was parked and started taking the fuck off on him. This ninja was so drunk and thought the shit was funny. I'm not proud of it, but girl, we were going the fuck at it. I finally got him in the car and we had to put him on child lock on the car because he tried to jump out when we pulled off. Like, what are you doing? Keep in mind, he drove my car, so we had to figure out where that shit was even at. What a damn night. The best part, the next day at work, a different coworker came up to me and thanked me for the best WWE fight that they've ever seen in person at that. I'm wondering what the fuck they're talking about. Come to find out, this coworker lived in a damn alleyway and watched the entire thing go down from his window. Embarrassing. I know what you all want to know, and the answer is yes. Yes, I am. Sorry if this was long, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want any more story times because I have plenty. None recent, thankfully. And I already wrote her and stuff because y'all know it was supposed to be in the last one, but sis, that shit was funny because not the damn sweater. It is funny that this is his going out sweater. Like, he think like, yeah, let me put my sweater on, striped sweater, think all the girls finna be looking. That's just why it's even more funny to me. But yes, we want more stories. I'm happy that y'all have moved past whatever, you know, all the BS y'all was going through because she said none of them are recent. So, you know, sometimes people gotta move past stuff, but I'm happy y'all moved past that. But yeah, we want to know the stories because I want to know how it went down when Watto put that sweater on. Like, what happened? Like, Watto, what's good? Why you start acting out when you put that striped sweater on, for real? What's going on with you? All right, let's get into the next story. I think it was one more story that I didn't put in there. Oh, let me see. It was from October 3rd. Oh, wait. No, it was just one. Wait, was it just one? Let me see. I think oh, yep. It was just this one story. Because now I'm going back. All the other stories was there. About the coworker, Jamaica. Yep, all those was there. Okay, so let's go ahead and find us another story. Let's find us another story. Okay, so this next story is titled Thieving Mom Ending the Best Friendship Ever. I want to know what happened. Let's get into it. So it says, first off, hey Symone, I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Anyway, this is a story time about how my ex-best friend's mom ruined our friendship. The mom's fake name is, the mom's fake name is Gina, and the best friend fake name is Tina. Backstory, Gina was like a second mom to me. She did everything my mom couldn't do. She took me in for a while when I was 15. Tina and I were like sisters. We did everything together. One night, Tina and I were walking to the store with her stepsister, and I had all my important documents in my bag. I left it there because I was comfortable with them. Nonetheless, morning after, I realized my checks were missing. I didn't think anything of it. I was 15. Tina's dad called her upset because her account was overdrawn by $4,000. Her mom was a known scammer and thief. Again, I didn't think I would be one that it would happen to due to our friendship/relationship. Her dad instantly knew her mom had something to do with it. My grandma and my mom called me because there was something going on with my account. Tina's mom went MIA at this point. Tina's dad ended up picking us up and taking us over his house. We finally found Gina. I told her about how her dad wanted to call the police on her. She's asking us 15-year-old kids to lie her way out because police were getting involved. I had loved her still, so I was going with it. I ended up warning her about the situation so she doesn't get arrested. But in the midst of telling her, she throws me under the bus for telling her about the police situation to her dad. While throwing me under the bus, she also goes to my grandmother's house and lied, basically tells her I willingly gave her the checkbook and I wanted this all to happen. My family ended up hashing the situation out with me. What 15-year-old knows about scamming? Be fucking for real. But now that I'm older, I haven't talked to that friend in 4 years. I always ended up missing her here and there. Am I crazy for wanting to reach out to her 4 years later, or should I let the situation go? Oh, I feel like you could reach out to her just because of the situation. I know, like, if it was something she didn't, like, I know at that point you probably was mad because she told her dad that you weren't the mama. But you got to think about it. That mama probably put them in some situations their whole life. So she probably was really like, why would you warn this? But she needs to go down. I don't know. But I feel like you could reach out to her because it wasn't, like, too severe, like, y'all ending of y'all friendship. So if you want to, go ahead, give it a shot. I say go give it a shot. I know it's going to be somebody to be like, it's already been 4 years, let it go. But no, give it a shot. It wasn't nothing bad. It's not like something crazy happened. So I say you should, sis. Okay, so this next story is titled A Crackhead Stole My Man. And the only reason why I'm reading this title, girl, because, y'all, a crackhead stole my crackhead man too. Yes. Well, no, we was have broken up, but let's just say enemy got took by a crackhead and things went left. Okay, anyway, because two crackheads should not be in a relationship. But let's get into this girl's story. So it says, love your vibes. I tune in every week for your videos. Thank you. It says, hey, she said her name, but I don't know if she want me to say it. And then she said, all the names have been changed already. But she had to tell me her name, so I don't know if she want me to say that, so I'm not. Okay. This already started crazy, y'all. I was with a big, fat, sloppy whopper named Terry. He was angry all the time. Sex was trash. Random fact, one time he put... Okay, let me start over. I was with a big, fat, sloppy whopper named Terry. He was angry all the time. Sex was trash. Random fact, one time he put on one of those D extender things. He wanted to be a stud so bad. Low D problems, I guess. And he was insecure, but at the time I was homeless and he had the money and a place for me to stay, so I stuck beside him. Girl. Bitch. I'm sorry. Not to call you the B word, sorry. A year into us being together, 2016, I reconnected with my friend Becky, and she had this friend staying with her for a while, a man named Tooth. Now, when I didn't want to be around Terry big ass, I would go to Becky's house and spend the night. Over time, me and Tooth started to become friends. He would listen to me and we would laugh. He would listen to me and we would laugh and vibe. He would also do sweet things like get my favorite food, and we would read books together. His personality was top tier. One day, Terry decided to slam my arm in his car door because he thought I stole $20. I did not. So I broke up with him. Now let me give you a visual description of Tooth. He was not cute at all. His mouth and teeth were messed up. He had been hit in the face with a bat, but he was so sweet, so I slowly started to get comfortable with him and overlooked that. We got into a relationship. For one, bad idea, because how we both homeless in my friend Becky basement just living it up. But at the same time, I still would go over Terry's house from time to time because, you know, he had money and I was dumb. So Terry went through my phone and saw messages between me and Tooth from before we broke up and decided to pull up on Tooth. Now, why didn't I delete the evidence? I don't know, just slow. Terry beat Tooth ass in front of the whole hood. Embarrassing. I was asleep in Terry's bed while everything was going down. He woke me up and was bragging about how he whooped Tooth ass. I got up, panicked, and walked a couple of blocks to go check on my man. And while I was on my way, Terry was following me in his car and got mad and tried to bump me with his truck. He missed because I moved over quick. Then he sped off. I ran to my basement and I lied to Tooth and said I didn't know why Terry put up. He was just crazy and wants me back. Now let's fast forward into my relationship with Tooth. For one, I started to notice that Tooth drank every day at first. I didn't notice, but it became an everyday thing to where he was just sloppy all the time. One time he asked me for $20 and I said no. He was so loud begging for the 20 that I shut He was so loud begging for the 20 that to shut him up, I gave it to him. And a lot of times he would be out of work and I would just give him money because I felt bad for him. And I felt like his caretaker. And people would call me to come get him off the floor to take him home. Like, what did I see in dude? I don't know. I was really the emotional connection and trauma bonding that kept my dumb ass there. Fast forward about a year later, 2017. We got our own place and was so excited. And he got us put out after 10 months being there because him and his drunken friends would be so loud fighting and arguing in the backyard. So we had to move in with my mom and became basement dwellers again. My mom lived in a condo and next door it was a white girl. We're gonna name her Fish Stick. Now we met Fish Stick at the same time. She had brown teeth at the bottom and was missing the top row of teeth. Had to wear dentures, so I wasn't worried about her, and my man, she seemed cool. She was in her late 30s. She was very friendly. Always wanted us to come over and smoke tree. But I don't smoke, so I didn't really go over there too often. And I trusted my man at the time, so I would just let him go by himself. Around this time, I worked a lot of midnight shifts. So my little sister came to me one day and was like, you know, he was going to her house at nighttime, like coming out of her back door. I was like, no, I didn't know that because I would be at work. So I checked him like, that's weird. Why are you over there all the time? And why would you go over there at nighttime? He living at my mom's house with me, so I checked his phone one night and come to find out they were over there. She texted him like, I had a great time last night because I feel bad because I like your girlfriend and I feel guilty, but I really like you and I want to be in your arms every night, blah, blah, blah. So I'm big mad. I throw the phone at his head, boom. I start packing his shit, woke him clean up out of his sleep. He looking around stupid and tried to kick him out. He wasn't trying to go. My mom got a soft spot for him and let him stay till he found somewhere else to go. She gave him 1 month. And why Fish Stick gonna come up to me like a week after I found out trying to apologize saying they didn't do anything. All they did was kiss and it was wrong, blah, blah, blah. I looked at her like she was dumb and just said, girl, get the fuck out of my face. To be honest, I was thinking about beating her ass for trying me, but I already been in jail for beating up on a white hoe. What the fuck going on outside? Okay, let me finish this. But I already been in jail for beating up on white hoes and I ain't feel like going back. Come to find out she was a crackhead. And you know what? Now that I think about it, they probably bonded over having fucked up grills. Maybe if I had a black tooth, he would have loved me. So when he finally got out of my mom's house, he moved in with my friend Jiggle Chin. They got into a relationship. It lasted for 1 month before she put him out. That came out of nowhere. Didn't even know they were talking. More of the story, don't date ugly men. And these men will fuck anything. To this day, he's still homeless, still sloppy, drunk, and living his worst life. I'm 30 now, not homeless anymore. Been on my shit since 2018. I'm in a very happy relationship now with a fine paid, sweet, big D man. And life is good. Making way better decisions. Don't judge me, y'all. I was young and dumb and desperate. Sis, please tell me more stories, please. Because the way you wrote that, I'm fucking dying. Not you calling a friend Jiggle Chin. And why your friends is just your friend weird for even getting with him, moving a homeless man in and dating him. That's very uncomfortable for me. Y'all out there, don't do it. Don't do it. I got a story because these niggas really be homosexuals. Because it's like when they got a home, but they be real freaky bum. They be like, how you just, I don't know. But yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But please send us more. This was really good. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, you guys, so we're going to do 2 more stories because, y'all, I want to go get me a spooky bazooki from BJ's. And, y'all, this is October 14th. Oh, I forgot to say that. October 14th. Woo! Day 14th is, Vlogtober. I done missed 2 days so far, but not back to back. But it's not for the week. Okay, let's get into the story. It says, how I got set up and jumped. Real funny story. So it says, "Hey Symone, this is fair warning that this story is really long and these are events that led up to me getting jumped. There's this girl that I call her Trax because she got her tracks ripped out of her head, but we'll get to that. So Track hasn't liked me since last year, and about a week ago she saw me in the hallway giving her man a charger." Oh, I thought she was gonna say giving her man some head. Giving her man a charger to borrow. So she did what she does best and started crying. I've been acquainted with him for a while now. Not friends because I watch who I call my friends. After school I did this TikTok trend where you basically say, "I know a boy that," and says what he's done. If that's cheat on his girlfriend, something like that. So one of my close friends that I'll call, I think is Uncle with an A. I can't pronounce that because she looked like somebody's auntie. I don't know. Because she looked like somebody's auntie and uncle sent her as... Because she looked like somebody's auntie and uncle. Sent her ass the start and shit, even though the TikTok was about this boy that lives in Ohio. Mind you, we don't live in Ohio. Trax then started talking shit up on her Finsta about my makeup and me having a powder face. So I text my sister laughing about it because Trax is insecure about me being around her man, which means she knows I'm a bad bitch. After school, Uncle called me in a group FaceTime with my friends telling me that Trax wanted to fight me, which is why I text my sister in the first place. My sister had beef with Trax in the beginning of the year, so she was mad as fuck when she seen the screenshots. So she had already had a plan to beat that whole head in if Trax didn't want to fight me. The next day at school, Trax saw me like 4 times in the morning and didn't put her hands on me because she knew better. I didn't put my hands on her first because my only rule is I don't hit first, especially because she wanted to fight me, not the other way around. During second block, my sister and I were texting talking about how we were gonna meet up so I could hold her things and we could go to Track's class. I had lunch after second period so I wouldn't be late to any classes, and it was the perfect plan. I met up with my sister at her locker. We walked upstairs just laughing and talking. She basically ran into Track's class, pushing the teacher out the way and tore her ass up, pulling Track's out of her head and her lashes on the ground. I stood there for a while but ran because every single staff member started to come. And I have beef with one of them staff members. I went to lunch until she had calmed down and went and found my sister and talked to the vice principal. The day went on as normal, and then came when I had to get on the bus ride home. Here I was thinking everything was normal, and I hear bitches talking shit because my sister is 17 and she fought a freshman, but she's still a minor. It was for her blood, so she didn't care. I sent my sister the girl's Instagram and we laugh it off. I then get off the bus and walk a couple of steps. Behind me I hear screaming and shit, but mind you, I have my AirPod in, so I look back. As soon as I look back, this bitch swings on me, and I just start swinging back. But as soon as I start swinging back, mad bitches hopped in, which I hold no anger for because I think it was her cousins, and I would fight if my blood asked me to. But so not only did she sneak up on me, but she jumped me. It gets better. Who brought her to jump me? Her mama and her auntie. Them grown ass sluts. What's funny is I didn't even feel anything. The punches weren't connecting. This man driving by got out of his truck and stopped it. But here comes the part why people call me crazy. As soon as they got up off me, I ran into their car and started laughing. Symone, when I tell you I started laughing and screaming, you bitches mad funny, I couldn't stop laughing. I think it was so funny because she came out with her bonnet on and scarf and the punches didn't hurt. So the little baby was just so defeated. But yeah, that's my story, and I'll show you some pictures of my proof. My sister heard it from the house. She called me and came sprinting, and my dad came sprinting after her because he didn't know how I got in jumped. He just saw my sister run out the house and he wanted to stop her if she was gonna go do something crazy. I can't say too much about future plans, but just know I don't let shit slide. Trax is the girl in the blue, Uncle's the one with the twist looking like a woman, and I'm the curly head. Oh my god, that's so crazy. I know they probably really scared. Oh, you're really pretty, girl. I like that hairstyle. That's super cute. But I know they probably really like, oh my god, we done fought the wrong... I'm not even gonna say that. My bad. I was scrolling down the pictures, and I see what you meant about the auntie uncle thing, but I know they probably was like, we done fought the wrong one, because not you going over there laughing. I know they probably was like, shit. You ever get into somebody and you realize like, oh, this motherfucker crazy, I might as well step back. Dang, that's so funny. And this is recent. Thank you so much for sharing. We want to update because this story was like a little while back, so we want to update if there's an update to give. But thank you so much for sharing. Alright, you guys, so like I said, this is the last story because I want to go get me a spooky bazooki from BJ's. So yeah, and it's 9 o'clock. I didn't figure out I gotta eat. Okay, let's get to this last one. This is titled One Night Stand Go Wrong with Twins. I want to know, and I want to know if this is a girl or a boy who sent me this, because it's like, I don't know. I don't be seeing, one thing I'm about to say real quick before the story gets started, I don't be seeing how like twin girls be like getting a nigga together. Like, that's so weird. I'm not about to have sex with my sister or in the same room. Like, that's weird. Okay, let's get into it. Hi, Symone. For this story time, you could call me Jenny. Love you lots, and I'm happy you give us an opportunity to share our stories with you. I recently sent you a story title. I was gonna unalive him, but until you read it, I'm gonna change the subject because that one would become a series. LOL. Ooh, I'm gonna remember to read that one at my next Subbie Sunday. So let's get into the story. This took place in March of 2013. A backstory on how I got to this point. I had been dealing with this guy since September of 2011. We would call him Trauma. He was the absolute worst. From the time we met up until this story took place, he had put me through a lot. Constantly cheating, being embarrassed of me publicly, but loving me privately. Ooh, it was my birthday and I was fed up with not being treated how I deserved to be treated. For my birthday, my mom had got me a room for the weekend. This particular hotel had an inside pool, which was cool because in March in my city is not exactly hot. So it was myself, my homegirl, we'll call her Pookie, my cousin, and we'll just call her cousin, and another homegirl, we'll call her Bucket. After a long day of chilling in the room, swimming and hanging out, it was time for us to wind down. It was a Friday night and we wanted to smoke, drink, and kick it. As the night went on, the hotel started to become lit. You know, you could hear parties happening through the entire hotel. Trauma and a few of his friends came, and this is when things take a turn. We got so high, me and Pookie and cousin were out of it. We woke up and Trauma and one of his friends being gone, but there was one left in the room. We'll call him ZB. I was confusion, like, GB, where is Trauma? He basically hinted to me that Trauma had gone to another girl's room in the same hotel. So I was like, all right, bet. Trauma eventually came back to get ZB. He gave me no explanation and left because he had to work early the next morning. So boom, now it's Saturday. Day goes by, nighttime comes, and we're all getting dressed to go out. Trauma had came by the room, but he worked overnight and had to be to work by 12 a.m. So when we were headed to the club, he was headed to work. We were so lame. Out of myself, cousin Pookie and Bucket, none of us had a car. We had to find a ride to the club. My G-Ma ended up taking us. May she rest in peace. Bucket said that she'll have us a ride home. Big lie. LOL. Cousin ended up finding us a ride back to the room. Cousin ended up staying with the guy who gave us a ride. Bucket stayed at the club to be a Bucket. She made her way to someone's bed. This was her usual. So then it was just Pookie and I. We were drunk, we were high, and we were feeling okay. LOL. So Pookie knew these set of twins. We'll just call them twins A and B. At first, I was nervous about letting the twins come through, but then I thought about how Trauma was with another girl at the same hotel as me the night before. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna do me tonight. So boom, the twins come, and at the time, they were so fine to me. I wasn't a well-known person, so I didn't know these twins was really them ninjas in the city. Pookie has twin A and I have twin B. It's our first time meeting, but I'm an outgoing person and I get comfortable quick. There's 2 beds in the room, so after all the basics of introducing everybody, Pookie wasted no time going to work on twin A. This wasn't their first time together. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing, then this is what we doing, LOL. So twin B and I started off slow, kissing, touching, and then I'm okay, fuck this slow shit. I put myself in a 6'9" position and he ate me as he should. And I showed him what I was talking about. I proceeded to get on top. Pookie literally stopped what she was doing and was like, do your shit there, friend. Laughing my ass off. I don't know if it's a twin thing, but at some point they were putting us in the same position at the same time. So we were side by side in different beds watching each other get it in. About an hour or so had passed and we had took them twins through there. When we were done, they were exhausted. However, it was about time for Trauma to get off. I knew he would be coming to the room, so they had to go. It's weird I never crossed paths with Twin B again until summer 2022. Pookie and I saw them at a local lounge. I told her I didn't even want to talk to them because I remember summer of 2021, Twin B was exposed for being an undercover gay. And also, they was just not attracted to me these days. But that's the end of the story. I know it's long, but I hope you enjoyed it. Here's a pic of the twins. That was so crazy. Y'all was getting there popping, but period, bitch, because Trauma had you fucked up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing. Okay, y'all, that was it for these stories. Thank you guys so much for sharing. If you want to share your story, make sure you share it to Symonestorytimes at yahoo.com. That's it at the bottom. Don't send it nowhere else because y'all don't listen. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see y'all in my next one.